because as I upgrade that, it's going to push the Saiyans' territory back even further. So I can beat them in military strength and then start beating them back in the War of Influence. What better way to insult them and beat them on multiple fronts? I am all for that. Now let's get these moths connected. I think I can get an 8 strength. No, I cannot. So let me just create. Let's see. How do I can disband the fleets. Okay, there, that might work better. So that's good to know. I can only get 7 in, which is a shame. Not much I can do about it though. And where can I reinforce elsewhere? I guess I'm going back up north because I got 2 Fireflies fleets down here as is, and they're going to cover that. We got swarmers. We got more swarmers. Heck, swarmers are pretty much, if I do go to war with Iconians, my Fireflies can essentially take on those Iconians for me really well. Whereas the Moss can take on the Oath, so I think I'm alright with fighting the energy ships. At least with my smaller fighter ships, I need something to complement the Beetle on the laser front for when those trusts start getting built. And speaking of which, I should get ready to destroy it. Yeah, the trust is going to be built in 2 turns, so I need to be ready for that. And I actually didn't need to move that because it's already going to be moved for me. Because they're already set to move to the rally points. Okay, this is a survey ship. I'm going to attempt it. Yeah. That should be fine. It has a damage. It could take on those 2 pirate ships, no problem. Ooh, what do we got here? What's an island supposed to be? Oh, it's a missile ship. Huh, that's interesting. I'll happily accept you. Although you're not going to be helpful against the Oaths, I'm afraid to say. I'm sorry, buddy. I'm going to have you at least patrol the southern borders, maybe, if those Iconians are going to get a little antsy. I think that's the plan. Actually, let me set the rally point for this Baba shipyard too, so that way I can combine with the Tracy shipyard. And how are we doing on income? Well, it is slowly going down, so I need to be mindful of that, especially after I get my extra beetles up. That is going to be a big deal. Speaking of which, here's my 5th beetle. So I actually can just about be ready to take on their fleet. Uh-oh. This might be an issue. Question. Well, I can't actually. I was gonna ask if my swarmers should attack the sailing fleet, which somehow took damage, and weaken it up for my beetles. But I guess I don't have much of a choice. And then maybe take it out next turn. How far can this thing go? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that only goes 5, so I can actually back off without any loss. And then just make damn sure I don't lose the ship needlessly. Although, because of that radiation storm, I should be safe. But that's one of the reasons why I want those drones to have the extra radar range, so that way they can always see them. At least sensor range 5 ideally would be good. At least so I can have an easy way to know how far they can travel. But I guess sensor 4 will have to be due. At least I'll cover my blind spots nicely. Like I said, they're good for early warning. I just gotta be better about not losing them. And let's see, what shipyard's idle? Oh, this is Secleon 1. I think I can go back to getting my constructor's belt. If I want to do that. Do I want to do that? Actually, I think I could start getting away with that. Start increasing my influence on my star bases, I think is what I want to do. Yeah, since I invested the research in the culture, the influence, I might as well start making use of it, because I got a lot of star bases that can take advantage of that. Oh boy. That will supercharge my influence rapidly, because these things are already battle ready, as is. And I can't reach that, can I? Can I? Nope, one turn short, so... Again, the question becomes, do I suicide my swarms onto that? I think I do, actually. These things are cheap as hell, and one of them's already crippled, so this could pay off. Actually, I take that back. Damage stats just straight up dictates that I will lose this. Can I take out one or two of them, though? Wow. They had 10 more damage than me, they had more health, and my ships had far less health independently, so I should not have won that, right? That's the randomness of the hit chance, I'm pretty certain. But that was a big win right there. Now I just gotta deal with these other ships over here. Probably send these swarmers up there, because the moths are gonna momentarily be in reach to kind of cover that area. Start rebuilding these swarmers here to replace the lost fighters. And where can these moths go? Actually, I guess I'm stuck waiting for more moths to be built, because they don't really pair up well with any of my other ships because of the difference in the movement speed, which is kind of one of the features I kind of dislike about this game. It doesn't seem to encourage having my fighters or my swarmers paired up with any of the other ships because of how much more difficult it is to give them the movement speed to not penalize my capital ships. Because you kind of think that'd be the other way around, wouldn't it? Just a little bit. Although, I haven't really seen how the AI behave, or was it? Their roles effects, like in larger scale battles, like the escort ships protecting the capital ships and that. Because I imagine that would have a really critical impact on how some of these battles play out. I assume. Because ships decide to, like my swarmers, if they were really good at taking on the oafs and somehow my beetles weren't, maybe they can draw the fire away for the beetles, which can then capitalize on it. I don't understand how it all works, at least just yet. So hopefully in time I will, because like I said, I haven't really done a full campaign just yet. I only played half of one essentially, and didn't really have a good idea what all I really learned was basically understanding how the colony management was, and that's pretty much it. Not a whole lot else. But hey, I'm enjoying myself. Just all the AI wonkiness. The fact that they get their bonus, they get immediate bonuses there just for the harder difficulty there. And because of how the AI is, it could have sent these ships from these planets to kind of destroy my beetles, which I was kind of interested to see if they would attack me, but nope, they did not. Go figure. Oh well, enough of me ranting. Let's see, grab the capsule here. Ooh. 25% to my research. Perfect. That was not wasted at all. So that helped tremendously. I would think far more than grab it early on, maybe, for like my lower quality tech. So that paid off nicely. Although my Firefly is not going to be able to do very much with that one oaf in the way. It is an oaf, right? Yep. Easy to tell. I know I'm on good relations with them, so I'll try and help them a little bit more just to keep that going. Because at one point they were very warlike. They loved war. They had negative traits. I want to keep that going. For now, anyway. Better safe than sorry. Because I'm already fighting like the most powerful race in the game so far in this campaign. So I don't want to ruin that just yet. Especially if they have completely different type of ships, so I don't have any extra new resources, so I was just wondering if I could trade my resources, but I still have to wait a couple turns, I guess, for that. So these turns are starting to get a little bit longer there, but they're mostly just controlling the fleet at this point. Because all my worlds are essentially on autopilot right now, since they're fully upgraded until I can get some more terraforming out. So we'll move these, get these swarms to the rally point, we'll get these drones out and about. Right into the waiting arms of an oaf. Isn't that fabulous? Like I said, I gotta try and do this one hex at a time, but that's kind of tedious and slows everything down, which I kind of want to keep this at this point I want to keep this campaign at a good pace, because I'm confident now I can take on the Sailans quite handily there, if it's just me versus them. But it's going to be pretty repetitive, because all it is me is slowly chipping away at the worlds one at a time, until they decide to do something about it, like send their entire fleet at me and not just one oaf at a time like they're doing right now. Okay, my beetle's fighting oaf there. Oh, it's down there? I'm confident that's gonna win, right? Yep, and there goes my poor drone. Speaking of which, did it take any damage? Only 9 points. It was bound to happen, but clearly my beetle is superior to their oafs. I have developed them well. But then again, it's not that difficult to develop them properly, right? It's kind of what I like more about Star Drive 2 when I did the campaign there. You couldn't necessarily hard counter. Well, I guess that's not true. There's some... You could probably cheese it a little bit with some of the weaponry you put on ships there, but I haven't played enough to know for certain. This, I'm just straight hard countering their oafs. And just obliterating anything that I encounter as a result. Because really, the swarmer ships that I have, they're like the only things that are legitimately fighting them and winning. Whereas the beetle and moss are kind of like, have a superior advantage, needless to say. So can I reach that? Yes I can, destroying me and their oaf. They're pretty soon gonna have nothing. And I don't mind that one bit. Although I have no way to see what their count's like so far, which is a bit of a shame. Maybe I should have thought that a little bit better when I went to war. I lose all my intel on their ship status, ship numbers, and all that goodness. So, let me just eject this. Okay, there we go. Okay, I got that figured out. No, I'm not transferring ships, although I could kind of use them as like, as a way to kind of transfer population, can't I? No, I'm not going to take any more from that Kephium. So I'm just going to grab population here. There we go. They're all maxed out. And now I just need my beetles. And I need to deal with that open my back door too. So maybe this is a good opportunity. Actually, I think 5 swarmers can take it and I'll have 2 moths with them for good measure. Just to be safe. And I also got this island to also support them. So I might as well put them to good use. If nothing else. There's that cursed little starbase. Annoying little thing. Backdooring my resources. The nerve of them Sailans. I'm glad I'm demolishing them right now. They got what's coming to them. Greedy little things. And swarm count is slowly building up there nicely. So we have a very nice sizable armada. Is it noticeable? It hardly notices my fleet strength, which is kind of a shame considering how much I'm demolishing the sailors right now. And apparently, their military strength's not dwindling at all there. It's building back up, even as I'm killing their ships. Interesting turn of events. Needless to say. Either way, let me just build up the beetles there, and I should have 3 beetles maybe by the time my invasion fleet gets here. How much time? Oh, no, I need another 3 turns, so maybe not. So, let me refill the swarm fleet here. Get my moths up there for good measure. Actually, I'm not spraying myself in. I got moth fleet here that can cover for my middle point. And this ship's here can go after the one moth up or up top there. I'm in good shape. Just gotta keep an eye on everything. So it'll be another couple turns until I encounter them. At least encounter an oaf, which managed to backdoor me. So I am gonna lose a couple of ships there, because none of these are actually well equipped to actually fight the dang thing. But it'll be interesting to see how this mixed fleet works. So let me do that. I just need to get my moss up there now. And depending where the elf goes, maybe I can engage it next turn. That would be kind of nice. Oh, and I got more swarmers up here too, so maybe I won't be able to get it formed up fully. At least the ideal strength I would like anyway. And let's start moving that invasion fleet. Question is, let's see, 4 ships first. Whoa! How the hell did they get 8 ships in there now? Maybe because they kept moving over? Ugh, this is starting to get ugly, I think. Yeah, they got 5 oafs and 3 trust. Wow. That was loud. Damn sports cars. Even I heard that there under the headphones. Way to ruin the recording there, you jerk. There's the biggest crime for ya. Forget the speeding he's doing right now. He's ruining my recording. The ultimate crime. So I am gonna lose a lot of ships there. And we have an oaf there I'll have to fight off. And do I have any way to know how big of a fleet they can muster? Knowing my luck, they can get a massive sized fleet if they so wish. Because it's not going to show for me. So I'm going to have to ram a good number of ships there to try and take that plant. Which isn't all that pleasant. So maybe I'll wait till I destroy this oaf and then bring the entire fleet, northern fleet, to bear on that plant. See how that works out. But I think I'm due for a lot more logistics if I'm going to breach that properly. And war kind of demands that I probably go for the +10 logistics research next if I can get that quickly enough. That's what I'm feeling anyway. And it can get those oafs built in like 2 turns even. Ooh, I forgot about the pirates, didn't I? See? I set them on guard and I completely forgot about them. Thankfully I can start annihilating without an issue. Oh, those are Iconian ships, I don't care about them. Yeah, I can't quite reach those pirates just yet. But these swarmers can easily take care of that. It's a good thing I was watching that pirate shipyard to know that ahead of time, though. Because that who knows what kind of damage they could have done without me without my knowing. There, I got almost a maxed out fleet, ready to take on that oaf. Although it's not going to engage me now, I'm willing to bet. As a result. And I think I might leave that pirate ship be until it starts venturing in my territory. Because I don't think it can harm me. It's not going to do any damage aside from maybe my one drone here I have to be careful of. Maybe it can do damage there. And it looks like there's nothing coming from the west. At all. Kind of funny how I'm distinguishing a galactic map by the usual northeast, west, and all that. Seems a little bit odd, but it works. Okay, and the research is done. Yeah, get additional... Yeah, that's for the starbase, so increase additional growth, and yeah, that's for my plant there. So perfect, it can be easily get to upgrading. Unlocks 20% production, really? Wow. If I decide to go that route. Oh, and political focus, which I have no idea what... Oh, that's... Oh, no, it leads to political focus. Okay, never mind. That sounds promising. Boost production quite heavily. But I think I'm done here for now, maybe? Ooh, that sounds really promising. Morale, influence, growth. All these are really good. I'll have to get them later on down the road, but I think I'll go with the morale, influence, growth. That's when I do get to that point. So, I think the plan was logistics. 11 turns though, that's gonna take a long damn time. I'm gonna already be evading that plant by then. Let me continue with the terraforming. I think I can get away with it now. I'm just gonna lose a lot of ships pretty soon, so I need to be ready for that. Need to be ready. But I'm pretty certain I can take out the Makensi system there if I can get my invasion fleet there in time. Actually, I'm second guessing that I need to take out the pirate ship because it might just attack my invasion force, my troop transports, and I don't want that. And I thankfully took no damage, so that was worth it. So let's get the rest of this fleet up here and get underway. And next turn I can take out their oath and they can join me. The ragtag group. They kind of try to do some damage. Nah, I can't quite reach that oath. Just a little bit short. Oh, I might as well switch to Galaxy map too, just to be safe. Actually, oh, I was gonna set to show the ships, but I can't see a damn ship with my territory. So that might be a little better. If we find it, let's... Oh, wait, oh, they're bullying me, aren't they? No, thank you. If I can take on the aliens, I can take on you. Heck, is it just me or is their... Yeah, their military strength's gone down heavily. I'm not sure why, but let's see, what went up? Economic power went up. Their influence, what went up? Apparently nothing went up, so I'm assuming they went to war with someone. That's the only thing I can think of to lose so many ships. Because nothing else spiked up for the loss of military power at least. Heck, economy didn't really go up all that much, did it? Only slowly. Time to take out these oafs. I'm confident in their abilities. Not only did it just take out 2 oafs, I did not take a single point of damage. There's efficiency for ya. And the fleets there getting even stronger. What's this diplomatic report? Oh, it's just my stats with them. I thought I could get this intel on the plant there. Can I take that out? Yes, I can. Let's destroy the third oaf. 3 oafs in a single turn just by a single fleet of mine. Things keep getting better and better. Huh. And I'm noticing I have not encountered the iridiums yet. Or iridians. I figured I would have at this point, considering I'm right next to their territory. Which is interesting, a little development. More pirates are appearing on the right. So, let's take these out, and we can wipe them out for another 15 turns. Yeah, because my construction ships are making their way down now. I need to be careful of. So they could hunt them down. Thankfully, that one pirate ship decided to go south and not north. And I got a third beetle. Although I should change the rally so that way it's not going away from where my rest of my fleet is. And I'm interested to see how this works. I know I'm going to win there probably, but I am curious to see how a mixed fleet looks. We're looking at 5 swarmers, Firefly, 2 moths, and the island. So let's have a quick look. I am interested to see how this handles. If there's anything I can learn about it though. Let's see, can I speed it up? No, it just automatically resolves the battle. There, well, just the speed, that'll help get this going quickly. Look at that mix of barrage fire, although I am curious to really see how their behaviors help each other. I'm about to lose my island there, or actually no, I'm not about to lose my island. It looks like they were taking more damage than it did, and I did not lose a single ship. How the hell did that happen? I was not expecting that. But 67 damage. What took all that damage? Normally, from what I've been seeing, these ships have... Wait a minute. What? I thought I took 67 points of damage. Apparently, I took only 9 points of damage. Wow. That was even more efficient than my other ships. Heck, even my swarmers couldn't do that. This is something I'm going to have to look at the recording afterwards to see what the hell just happened. Because I'm a little bit baffled. Alright, let's see. I gotta be mindful of more oafs coming this way. And I'm close enough to strike when I'm ready. And I want to strike quickly, because they're gonna just keep building up that fleet. But I still got a couple turns to do that. And which one is this? Kephium 2. Actually, let me get building on the constructors here as well. Because why the hell not? And we're just about ready to, hopefully, take out the Makensi system. Actually, I probably should take out Makensi II with my beetles and conquer that first, and then take out Makensi III. I think that's a better idea.